Hello, there we go. Alright. What is up, you guys? It's your boy Rob, Hollow Avarice, back again with some gaming goodness. Today we are here to finish our playthrough of Stray Gods, the roleplay musical. Last time on, we finished Act 2. A lot of stuff happened. We met back up with Persephone and Apollo and Pan and Freddy. Our 4 potential love interests. Persephone and Apollo helped us deal with Aphrodite, who was trying to make a self-ending event party. But we sung her back from the brink with the help of Eros and Venus and some punk rock. And she's living her life. She told us all about Pan. From Pan, we paid Pan back and did him a favor, hooking up the best boy in this game, Asterion, with the goddess, aka the Minotaur, or Minotaur, depending on, with the goddess / titaness of magic, Hecate, a giant woman. We learned that Medusa was entangled in this, and she is the spy master assassin working for Athena. Athena dropped a lot of heavy bombshells. Speaking of heavy bombshells, we learned Hephaestus made bombs and guns. The character I chose to romance was Freddy. And when I was investigating the reliquary for the second time to try and reawaken Calliope's memories and remember who murdered her, I accidentally summoned the Furies, which sucked. Furies being under the purview, they're technically, in some incarnations, they're gods, but not always. They're usually more represented as monsters or spirits. And they're beings of vengeance who were in different interpretations. And some, they were children of Nyx. And I believe that's what they mentioned, because they mentioned Nyx, the goddess of night. But they also mentioned that they can only be summoned by the Fates. So them being of the underworld makes me think Persephone or Hades, but Hades is supposed to be dead. Them being controlled by fate makes me think Apollo, prophecy. I don't quite know. There, yeah, it's a little better. Okay. But Freddy has been stabbed. Freddy has been killed. My 3 big on my little murder mystery notebook, which is just a jumble of notes, are Athena, Hermes, because he's too nice, and seems too all about Athena, and my theory was that he could go anywhere and connect any doorway. He could enter the reliquary without being seen, but that's what it was until the Furies appeared out of nowhere with a knife and stabbed Freddy. So we know the Furies killed Calliope, but on whose orders did they do so? Without further ado, we're going to dive right back in. Here we go. Back in our apartment.
I'm sorry it came to this, Grace. It's clear what your friend meant to you.
It should have been me, not her.
Don't say that.
This was my fight, my problem. I'm already slated to die, if anyone paid the price.
Your friend gave you the chance to not repeat history. Don't waste it. Grace, is that
This
how
is heartbreaking.
Calliope died? Was she also attacked by the Furies? Do you remember?
Yeah. She meant to use the mirror, but she never had the chance before they came.
No doubt sent by the same person. Perhaps for the same reason.
Who could send the Furies after me? Even Hecate had no idea who possessed that kind of power.
No one does, not these days. Hecate herself would have been my guess. Zeus might have, in his role as king of old Olympus, but he is long gone.
Clearly someone can do it.
Unless they weren't summoned. They could have been responding to something you did unwittingly, something Calliope also did. And
Okay.
what that could be? I'm afraid I have no
Like
clue.
a defense mechanism?
What are the Furies? They didn't seem like people.
I thought they were automatons for a
Think of
second.
them as forces of nature, but an aspect mortals rarely encounter. They're older than any idol. They were created to enforce the ancient laws.
There are ancient laws now?
Well, there were. Laws even the idols had to obey, from the earliest days of old Olympus. Even if they still existed and you'd broken one, we would all know. These are not petty crimes one stumbles into.
To put it in modern parlance, but also super nerdy parlance and terminology, if you're playing D&D, they would be the inevitables. The inevitables are constructs, timeless robotic beings that move between the planes and enact justice on Oathbreakers, on planar criminals, on all these weird, For a second, when I saw them, I thought they were automatons, and I thought they could have been Talos, Talos, robots built by Hephaestus, which would have tied back into the Hephaestus angle, but it doesn't look like that was it.
If the Furies are so powerful, why did they stop? They just stabbed Freddy and left.
They're not assassins, Grace. They exist to punish. They demanded blood, and blood
So
was
they-
taken. It didn't need to be yours.
So if Freddy hadn't interfered,
They wouldn't have rested, not ever, until they had their due.
Damn.
I know Calliope was there to use the mirror, but it was just feeling. I still don't understand why.
There's only one use for that mirror. To speak to the Fates.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, okay, but why?
The Fates know all that is or will be. Destiny is theirs to command. Or
The more
so
I-
it's said. One contacts them either to know one's fate, or to change it. Not that the Fates are likely to oblige.
Can these fates really control the future?
They control the fate of all beings.
Clotho,
I imagine it's
Atropos-
they who give Apollo his powers, and they who write Hecate's books.
So someone really didn't want Calliope messing with that.
Jesus.
Or you, it seems.
Lachesis, sorry.
Could it have been the fates? Maybe they don't like being called on now for anything.
They're not known to be vindictive. If they don't want to answer, they simply won't.
Okay.
I don't know what to do. We still have no idea why Calliope wanted to talk to the fates.
Well, there is another way to ask them.
I wondered how long that would take. Hecate is enraged. She's threatened to close off the reliquary entirely and forever. Athena is beside herself.
How long have you been standing there?
Long enough. You just had to keep pushing, didn't you? Until you got what you wanted.
This isn't about me. We're out of options, Apollo, and you know there's only one other way to contact the Fates.
Oh,
Through
how
him?
convenient.
Enough, both of you. This isn't helping anyone.
May I explain it to Grace, or do you have another option, Apollo? If so, now's the time. I thought not. The Fates will respond to the ruler of Hades, the true underworld and realm of the dead. What I propose is that we go there and take back the throne that was stripped from me.
Cool.
Is that something we can do? Just go to the land of the dead and, overthrow it?
Truth be told, there isn't much to overthrow. Few mortals still believe in Hades, and thus its halls have been nearly empty for eons.
So how do you...
The throne itself is the key, both symbolically and literally. Claim it, and Hades is yours.
But you can't claim it because you're barred from Hades.
By a rule that we would need to break were we to do this, yes.
Okay.
So if we go to Hades and, find your throne, how much trouble would that get us into, exactly?
A great deal.
It's not as if Athena could execute Grace a second time.
But she's already been warned about breaking more rules.
The responsibility of this will be mine. Let Athena try to take my throne again.
Is there really no other way to talk to these Fates? Do we have to take the nuclear option?
Do you want to try going back to the reliquary?
No. No. Hell no.
The only other person with a direct connection to the Fates is Apollo here.
You know it doesn't work like that.
Then it's the throne or nothing, isn't it?
How do we get to Hades? Do we need a key, like the reliquary?
Athena took my key, and the entrance at Lake Avernus was sealed long ago, which leaves only Hermes.
They won't take you.
They might, if you ask them to. Then why did you come,
Or Hermes is a
Apollo?
they.
To gloat? To wish Grace well? Or to actually help? Get us there. I'll lead us to the throne, and Grace can speak with the Fates. It's simple.
Okay. No need to keep selling me on it, I'm in.
You are?
Yeah. I need to punch something really hard. Or overthrow hell. I'm good with either of those things.
Did you see that, Apollo? You see, that is what a backbone looks like.
I can't. I'm sorry. But this is a step too far.
And consider this, Apollo. Grace's mortal friend was slain by the Furies. According to the old laws.
Is she in?
Her soul is in Hades.
Hold on, wait. What does that mean? If her soul is in Hades, then...
It means the ruler of Hades can release her.
We're
That's
going to Hades.
assuming everything
We're going
remains as
down.
it
Let's go.
was. Fine. I'll get you into Hades. But I'm not going with you.
If that's what you prefer, by all means.
Let's find Hermes. And get
Let's
this
do
over
it.
with.
Shall I wait here, or...
No. I'm not gonna lie to them. Hermes has always treated me fairly.
Oh, hey, if it isn't Apollo and Grace, and, Persephone. Wow, the whole gang, huh?
I'm afraid I have to call in that favor. I need you to take Grace and Persephone to Hades.
Oh, man, I don't know. Athena specifically said I wasn't supposed to take anyone, you know? No matter what.
Oh, this is pointless. They're never gonna help us, Apollo.
Can I ask what's going on? Nobody ever tells me anything, and you want me to get in huge trouble, but for what?
Freddie's dead, Hermes.
What? When did that happen?
She was killed by the Furies. That means she's in Hades. Probably. I have to try to find her there. You're her friend too. I know you wouldn't want to abandon her.
I mean, he knew her for a day.
Okay.
But, okay.
Signal when you need to come back.
You're pretty cool, Hermes.
sure?
Yeah.
I'm taking
feels
you off
like
my
the right thing.
suspect
Be
list.
careful, Grace. And remember,
I felt
the
bad for
underworld doesn't give up its shades without a price.
I feel bad
I
for
think I can
questioning
tell
you.
her the rules, Apollo. Let's go.
Any door, including a trunk. That's great. Let's see what the underworld looks like.
Welcome to the real underworld.
Wow.
Wow.
A little morbid, but pretty.
It feels so empty. So lonely.
Like, what does
It's
Elysium
not
look like?
completely
What are the other...
empty. Neither is the throne, for that matter. A bitter shade named Orpheus has been squatting on it
Okay,
since my exile.
Orpheus is here.
I fully expect he'll be waiting for us.
Wasn't Orpheus the name of the DLC?
Who is this Orpheus? The name sounds familiar.
With his little
It
lyre.
should. His is a popular tale among mortals regarding how he once came to the underworld
Eurydice.
to retrieve his
Eurydice.
love, Eurydice, and left with nothing.
Because he turned back to
Hades
look.
tricked him, you see. And with Hades dead, the blame has evidently fallen to me.
So he's not a fan of yours.
He is not a fan, no. Not that it matters.
I always heard Eurydice, that's always how I pronounce it. Eurydice in this, okay. Eurydice, taken to the underworld. Orpheus made a deal with Hades if he could collect her and lead her out of the underworld through a gate, without ever turning back to look at her. She would be free. He made it out of the gate and turned back to look at her only to see the gate empty because she had not yet gone through the gate. Therefore, she was still in the underworld. Therefore, she was condemned, and so was he.
You didn't think to mention earlier that the throne was occupied?
Because it's irrelevant. Orpheus isn't an idol. He's just an
He's just a
angry
guy.
little
He's just a
man
guy.
clinging to an existence that doesn't want him any longer.
And what are we supposed to do? Organize an armed resistance? Challenge him to a duel?
That's what you're here for.
I'm gonna fight him?
Oh, you'll see.
We're gonna have a rap battle because he was a poet when he was with the Argonauts.
So there's gonna be a fight? Good. I need something to punch.
Don't get too excited, Grace. Orpheus is hardly a worthy foe.
Really? Even though he took your throne?
He took an empty throne after I left. That does not make him a king. Just someone else that's in my way.
In our way, you mean?
Yes, in our way.
Oh, it's Anthony Rapp. He was in Voyager. I've only watched a little bit of Star Trek Voyager, but I do recognize him. He was in Psych. Oh, that's cool. Alright.
Okay, so there's an angry ghost sitting on your throne. Anything else about this trip you've neglected to mention?
Cerberus, River
Come.
Styx,
It's time to cross the Styx.
the ferryman, Charon. Do I need my my drachma? I love like the ethereal green glow. Bad words.
The ferryman will come soon.
Yep, there you go.
As we are not dead, you will need to convince him you are worthy of passage. State your case clearly and with determination.
Cool. Damn, my guy.
I am Persephone, also known as Despoina and Kore Sotiera, once queen of the underworld, and shall be again. No, Corone, I did not bring you any cards. I am not here to entertain you.
Hey there. I'm Grace, Idol, and last of the Muses. Is that enough?
Of course she's a muse. Why would she lie about such a thing?
He's just.
He says he's always liked the Muses, and that you're very pretty.
Oh, can I romance? Oh my god.
No, she didn't. Neither of us brought games to play with you, Corone. Stop asking.
Oh, I'm sure we can come up with something to amuse him. See? You don't even need to interpret that for me.
Yes, what fun. Thank you for encouraging him. Let's get underway, Corone. It's a long ride to the throne room.
Song?
I wouldn't touch that. Way too much for you. Overload you. Blow a fuse. Every story.
Nice.
Every memory winds up here in the water. I used to dream that this river would rise, swallow the anger, tears in my eyes, then suddenly
God, what a good voice. Hey, Balloony.
I destroyed Hades, but was denied his throne.
Ilia's dead here, isn't it?
Everything here is fading away. She needs her queen.
We're here for Freddy, too.
I killed the king fair and square. They had no right to take it from me.
It wasn't your fault. There was no right or wrong. It wasn't your fault. You didn't belong. If my life was stolen, I wouldn't know where to turn. Candle isn't finished. It's a slow burn.
Ooh. Is this Orpheus?
Someone's coming. There's music floating through. Someone's coming. And it has me singing too. We have visitors. I think we all know what to do. To the throne room. This bard's about to meet a muse.
There's someone singing with us.
That would be Orpheus.
Is he a muse?
Oh, he's so much more than that.
He's a bard, baby.
Someone's
I didn't belong
A
here,
wolf is waiting in the
but that throne belongs to
Someone's
me.
coming.
No one deserves
I can feel them howling at the moon.
Forget why we came here.
There's a name here
I won't forget,
that reeks
but you
of
can
an
bet he
enemy.
knows someone's coming.
It's about time.
Ooh.
Orpheus, I've been... What happened to the music?
Ooh, the lyre of Orpheus, or the
You, Persephone, for
guitar of Orpheus.
And you brought
Great
a muse.
villain design with the glowing blue eyes.
Lovely tune, by the way. Can't remember the last time I collaborated with someone so talented. No offense, Benny. Welcome
Oh, Benny.
to my underworld. Let me treat you to a song. A welcome gift. I have the floor. It is mine, after all. Muse. Any requests? Questions?
Ooh.
What's your problem with Persephone?
Do, do, do. Loop it. Do, do, do.
Red and green are the colors that I've been really enjoying.
I didn't think that he would do it. Then Eurydice was gone. And Persephone stood right beside him and said, what a shame. He was always gonna kill her and you knew it. And I never got to have my revenge. My pain never ends. I see you now. Persephone won't turn my back. I won't turn my back on you again.
It wasn't your fault. How were you to react?
All right. Rocker Orpheus.
It wasn't your fault. Now there's no turning back.
No turning back, because he literally turned back to look at... Oh.
Wouldn't know where to turn.
Her life was taken, his love was taken.
Isn't finished. It's a
Hey, Tid, how you doing tonight?
This tat is over.
Just made it into the underworld?
Victim wanna
You're also playing Pathfinder right now? Nice.
Let's not lose our composure. The muse understands.
Well, I won't comply.
Yeah.
I'd rather die.
I have nothing but a dark and empty hole, wanting something.
They're so similar.
Fill a shallow soul.
In this interpretation.
I am the king of constant sorrow, with a throne room.
It's not your throne, Orpheus.
It will be until you admit you were wrong.
I wouldn't go there. It's too much for you, and I'm not sorry for your mistake.
Orpheus, you could stop this song now. Or better yet, we could work this all out. There's a new day coming.
That would require Persephone to listen, would it not?
I've heard enough.
So much for your new day, dear muse.
It wasn't your fault. You were never to blame. Hades was a monster. We were part of his game. Orpheus, where's your fire? When will the music return?
He has...
Candle isn't finished. It's a slow burn.
It's a slow burn. It's a slow burn.
That throne doesn't belong to you, and you know it.
If I didn't do what I was
Is that
told,
Cerberus' skull on
I'd
top?
cross the palace floor. Hades can't hurt us anymore. But Eurydice still gone. For what it's worth, you've my apology.
Oh, there you go,
But I assure
Persephone.
you, nothing more. For deep down, you know that There's no revenge.
The pain never ends.
The pain never ends.
Oh my god, those 3 giant dog collars. Oh, this is so cool.
This was never gonna end the way you wanted to. And I won't turn my back. I won't
Yeah,
turn
absolutely.
my back on you again.
Again, I love the theme of turning backs, because that was literally the point of Orpheus' story. I love it.
I had forgotten how sweet a melody could be. Such thoughts become clouded in this place. Forgive me, my lady of the night.
All right, now
An empty chair for an empty kingdom.
you got what you wanted. Ooh. Encouraging her to leave it behind. I mean, that kind of fits with the theme of what I've been going for. With, like, Aphrodite. But I need her power to contact the Fates and bring back Freddy. Oh. How is this harder than all the choices in the song?
It doesn't sound like it brings you anything but bad memories.
Perhaps you're right. All the reasons I wanted it are long gone now.
Just to help her. Oh, damn!
Feel better?
Yes. That makes what I have to tell you all the more difficult, however. I lied. Even if we could find Freddy, you couldn't bring her back. The laws of death are not so easily circumvented.
And the Fates?
They will not help you or anyone. Even if you could speak to them, they will not care. And never have.
Wait, what? None of it was true? At all?
I couldn't risk the chance you might refuse.
Just for you to
I'm
destroy.
sorry.
I shouldn't be surprised. I mean, you're you. And I believed what I wanted to believe.
Grace,
The irony is that you didn't really want the thing you did all this for. So we walk away with nothing.
At the very least, I had hoped we might find your friend's spirit.
Why? We can't bring her back.
Not without great sacrifice, no. No, the rules of death are clear. Yet, you might have spoken to her. I know what it's like not to get the chance to say goodbye.
Destroyed the throne. Oh, is that her? Hey! All right.
Freddy, you're here.
Yeah, Yeah, I've actually been watching you since you arrived. It's not like there's much else going on.
Fred,
No, don't even start, Grace. I made my decision. I don't regret it one bit.
You shouldn't even have been there. I never should have gotten you involved.
Hey, no. You didn't get me involved. I got myself involved.
And look what happened.
I got to be the hero of the story. Just for one shining moment. How cool is that?
This isn't a story, Fred.
You're wrong.
Uh,
It is a story.
this hurts. This is
And
heartbreaking.
you need to finish it. Without me. Hey, no.
I guess this is it, huh?
Almost. I found someone while I was down here. Someone you really need to meet.
Calliope! Hold on, I'm gonna read that. Let's see. So yeah, other things for a bit of fun. In one version, they call out that the whole let Orpheus and Eurydice try thing was Persephone's idea. She says Hades was never gonna let them leave. He's mad she didn't even try and help.
This...
Yeah.
You can't be real. Your soul is inside Grace.
My
I just don't...
Eidolon is inside Grace. The rest of me... I'm here, Persephone.
Hi, Ashley
This is
Johnson.
real.
I, guess you two were better acquainted than you said. Huh, Persephone?
Aw.
We parted ways years ago. Persephone couldn't take my lectures any longer.
I'd take them now. I miss them.
No, you don't. Think about how bitterly we argued at the end. Don't blame yourself. Not when there are so many fond memories to cherish instead.
I don't get it. I thought the Eidolon was Calliope's soul. But if that's true, then...
The Eidolon is what makes us an idol, but it's not our soul. Each of us adds a piece to it as it passes on.
Okay.
But what about the memories?
The memories are but a reflection. And after the Eidolon is passed on, old memories become a reflection of a reflection.
Did this have to do with the
That's
mirror
why
of
the
fate?
idols have forgotten so much. You knew this truth once, Persephone. Long ago.
We need to know what happened to you, Calliope. How did you die?
Does that mean
Why didn't you
Hades
come
is
to
down
me?
here?
If you were in trouble, I would have protected you.
I know you would have. But I couldn't let you be drawn into Apollo's prophecy as well.
Apollo's prophecy?
He didn't tell you? No. I don't suppose he could have. It's a long story.
Start with Apollo. How is he involved in all this?
Apollo delivered, with great reluctance, a prophecy that said I needed to die.
And who did he deliver this prophecy to?
Athena.
Okay.
No.
Yep.
Then she sent the Furies after me when I went to the reliquary. I barely escaped. I fled back to the mortal world. To you.
Why come to me? Of all the places you could have run to, why come to my apartment?
Because I was dying.
But I couldn't save you. I barely even knew you.
I was wandering the streets that night, wondering if I should go to the reliquary or just flee. And I heard you singing. I followed you home after to see where you lived. I didn't know what would happen to me, but I thought,
Just in
just in
case.
case, I knew I had to hold out until I reached you.
I don't blame you, in case you're wondering.
You don't?
You didn't ask for all this to happen. You did the best you could, Calliope.
Thank you for saying that, Grace. Truly.
Apollo
Prophecy
hates
first.
using his power. Why would he have given a prophecy to Athena?
Because she demanded it. She was desperate.
How did you even find out?
Apollo was horrified after he delivered the prophecy, and he refused to stay silent. And he came to warn me. He was torn. Telling me meant I was locked into it. I still think he did the right thing. Though I expect he disagrees.
What was the prophecy? Surely I need to hear it.
If I tell you, you'll be locked into it. Just like me.
But the prophecy doesn't just say you have to die. There's more to it, right? They always require interpretation.
Apollo told Athena that. He begged her not to jump to conclusions, but maybe she was right.
It doesn't just involve you, does it? It involves me. It must, or you wouldn't hesitate.
Athena wanted to know if there was a way to save the idols. The answer was this. The idols cannot continue so long as the last muse lives.
And I'm the last muse.
And now you know the prophecy.
Why did you
Okay.
go to the reliquary? We know about the mirror, but
You wanted to annul the prophecy.
And the Fates are the only ones who could, if they would even help me. I doubted it, but I was desperate. I never got the chance to ask. Someone told Athena where I was going, and she must have realized what I meant to do.
But how did she get the Furies to attack you? They aren't pets. You didn't break any of the old laws.
I don't know. Maybe it's something the ruler of the idols can do. But you'd have to ask Athena.
you went to Pan for the key to the reliquary, right?
Yep.
Yes. He's the reason I knew about Nyx's mirror, actually. He told me about it long ago.
He told Medusa where you went. She, I expect, told Athena.
Oh. Pan couldn't have known what it would mean. I didn't explain.
That's it. You forgive him. Just like that.
Calliope's really cool.
I'm sure he feels guilty enough, my love.
Do you blame Athena for what she did?
She wanted to save the idols. And I wanted that too.
Well, I blame her. And Apollo for not telling us what she'd done.
If he had, Grace would have been locked into the same fate as Calliope.
We don't know that.
All right. I'm so curious what the Orpheus DLC's about now. Me and Orpheus seem to get along. Rockin' Bard.
It isn't fair, Freddy. This isn't how it's supposed to go.
So many years of history, the fights, the highs, the miseries. I'm so proud of you, but it's time to go. I never truly saw before how trapped we were, so far from shore. Great at the time, but it's time to go.
This is really hurt. This hurts a lot. This is emotional.
Listen to me when I say, whatever path from which you think you strayed, you will find your way. But it's time to go. It's time to go. If I could bring you back, I would give it all to you, my best friend. If I could choose a muse,
You
Wait, what?
would give up godhood to bring her back.
any day, every day, a life for a life, Farishta. Please stay.
Oh, this hurts.
Grace, no. It's time.
Oh. So give her godhood is the red aggressive option. Oh. That got me. It's just a choice. Oh. I mean, if we're fitting thematically, text is white, shrug, yeah. Yeah, the fact that they're pointed directly at the red and the green have nothing. The compassionate and the motivated by desires probably don't mean anything. I mean, from a storytelling perspective, from a narrative perspective, what I got Persephone to do, what I helped Apollo get over, the issues I helped Asterion and Hecate get through, having Persephone destroy the throne and freeing Orpheus from his tie here, and even helping Medusa. But the selfish part of me wants Freddy. But I know, oh, man, this...
Grace, I know that this is hard, but I made a choice for my bar. Hurled a lot of 20s, but it's time.
Oh, and the flame turned back from yellow to green. Oh.
It's time to go.
Can I just, like, weekend down here and come visit you with Hermes' help every now and then? Made a difficult decision.
You've returned.
Oh, the hat is there.
And I see Freddy isn't with you. I'm so sorry, Grace. Did you at least get to speak to the Fates?
No.
Then what happened?
Then we found Calliope.
Calliope, but her Eidolon is inside you. How
It
could...
doesn't work like that. The Eidolon is only a part of an idol. The rest just...
Calliope told us what happened. The prophecy. How you warned her. How you've been lying to us. You knew. You knew the truth this entire time, even when you said you were helping Grace.
Yes. Yes, I did.
Is there more you haven't told me? Did you know about the Furies as well?
That's more aggressive than I...
I didn't know how Calliope died.
But you knew Athena was behind it.
I thought I could nudge you in the right direction. Help you find the truth without learning about the prophecy.
Well, you failed. We know it now.
Then it's done. You're locked into it.
Isn't the prophecy open to interpretation? Couldn't you be wrong about how it ends?
When am I not wrong, Grace?
That's right. Leave. It's what you're best at.
Don't... Oh, my guy.
I don't know how this will affect your trial. We could tell them what we've learned. Even without proof, it makes enough sense that Athena couldn't just brush it off. But if she believes you need to die in order to save the idols, if she truly believes that, it won't matter what anyone says.
Then I'll just have to stop her, won't I?
You want to challenge the leader of the chorus in front of everyone.
She isn't giving me much of a choice.
Well, I dare say she has more of a fight in store for her than she would ever expect.
Is that a vote of confidence?
I intend to keep my promise. We go to the trial and I'll help you, even if it means overthrowing Athena. Calliope would approve.
Ha!
What about...
Just so you understand, our chances aren't good. I suggest you do whatever necessary to prepare.
Alright, let's see.
Great.
Part of me is like, could we have given godhood to Freddy, leave her here, and then sacrificed ourselves with it? The damn hat, yeah, is kind of heartbreaking.
Oh, it's you. Paul comes in, mopier than his usual mopey self, and won't say a word about why. But of course, it's you.
Look, I know you care about Apollo. I'm not here to hurt him.
Uh-huh, yeah. And, why should I believe you?
Because I just came to talk. I want to sort this out. If I can.
I guess I can go ask him if he wants to talk to you. Don't be surprised if he says no, though.
It's all right, Oracle. I think Grace and I need a moment alone, if you please.
Oh, sure. Don't mind me. It's not like I was in the middle of anything.
Python Pit Pub? The same Python who bit and poisoned Apollo?
I know how Persephone feels. But not you. You'd have every right to be furious with me.
I'm not. I was surprised, sure. But I get why you did it. I think.
I wanted you to find out about Athena without learning the prophecy.
I
To
did.
be honest,
I did.
I was
Athena.
relieved when you chose Persephone, even though I was worried she might lead you astray. When I first became Apollo, I was so sure I could help people. Help the world. I ignored the warnings. You have no idea how many lives I ruined before I stopped.
Did he give out prophecies to the
I
wrong
never should
people?
have given in to Athena. This one time, I thought that maybe maybe it will be different.
I haven't given up. Prophecy or no prophecy. Neither should you.
You're right. You're right. I know you're right.
God, Troy Baker can be such an understated when he's like low key like
I
that.
hope you
Such
can
a
forgive
good
me, Chris.
actor.
There's nothing to forgive, Apollo. You did what you could for a friend. You didn't owe me anything.
I guess all that remains is the trial. Whatever happens, Grace, I'll be standing right there by you.
Awesome.
Thank you.
All right. Persephone or Pan? I do wish this was a little faster. Yeah, it's scary, Mom. I should have known it was her. Last day before the trial. Persephone first.
It's been difficult. Looking at you and knowing a part of her was inside you.
How'd your
At
session
first,
go?
when I thought you might have actually killed her, I was enraged. But I'm the one I should be angry at. I drove Calliope away. I wasted all that time being stubborn. And now she's gone.
She forgave
Ooh,
you,
that is-
Persephone.
Yeah.
She wasn't angry at you in the slightest.
Intimidating.
She was never so forgiving when she was alive.
You think she was lying? Trying to make you feel better?
I don't know if I can do this. Us.
Honestly? Me neither. You run hot, then you run cold. I never know where I stand.
I keep wondering, do I like you because of you? Or because Calliope is a part of you? As you gain her memories, will you become more and more like her? Will you think of me as she did? You deserve more than that, Grace. I wouldn't blame you if you wanted no part of it.
Are they setting me up right after my romance option ended with Freddy? In a really tragic way?
I don't know, honestly. It's a lot.
It is. Even ignoring
I
the part
did.
where
That's on me.
I lied to you and betrayed you.
Yeah, even ignoring that.
That's on me. I should have brought her back.
Is it any easier out there? Do you miss being immortal, Grace?
Freddy would have been a great muse. Yes, I agree.
It's been a week, Persephone. If I live past the trial, I'll let you know.
Yes, the trial.
It's a whole thing, I hear.
Whatever happens, Calliope will approve of us defying Athena.
Wow. Pan time.
Pan? Are you here? Pan! Alright then. Guess I'll just head off.
I thought you didn't want to see me anymore. You're not here to yell at me, are you?
No, I, wanted to apologize.
Apologize? To me? Well,
For
That would
thinking
be-
you might
that
be
would be
behind
a-
Calliope's murder. Turns out that's not the case.
oh, then you've learned something, haven't you?
Well, don't be a jerk
Something
about it.
Not exactly pleasant. I see. Isn't that always the way? Tell you what, Grace. Let's indulge in one last transaction. Relay what you've learned, and I'll see if I have any advice to offer.
I'm gonna be real with him.
Okay, where do I begin?
Well, of course it was Athena.
Wait, you knew?
No, how could I?
So what now?
Let the prophecy play out.
Huh?
Let it play out. It doesn't say the last muse will die. Just that she must for the idols to continue. Perhaps the idols shouldn't continue. Seems reasonable
Ooh.
enough.
Oh, so just let the idols die off. You'd be okay with that?
Did the prophecy say precisely that?
Yeah.
Prophecies can be such tricksy little bastards. Frankly, change is long overdue. Continuing on as we have been isn't appealing, and I doubt I'm the only one who thinks so. I'm rather looking forward to the trial now. How exciting.
Prophecy. Oh, Skexy. Going to community. Oh, this is where we met. This is where we sung in the beginning. Skexus.
So this is it. All your new friends have lied to you, but
In
somehow
the
they're gonna get you
end,
through the
it
trial,
doesn't
right?
even matter.
I wish Freddy were here.
Like a boat lost at sea.
Oh, and it's the first song I sung with Freddy. I sung with Calliope.
Not a breeze. I am drifting cold waters. No star to be seen.
For a reprise.
I'll embrace the fire as it burns deep inside, bright enough to guide me, an ocean defied. But as I burn, they've all turned away one by one. In the end, am I alone? Like a boat lost at sea, with no sails, no breeze. I'm
Yeah.
drifting
Your whole world changes to match your choices. Wow.
on
this one.
to be seen. In your heart, we're in vain.
Are those all of the muses?
In my heart,
Muses past, yeah.
you'll remain.
Oh,
I do not sail in vain.
oh, this is emotional. All right, here we go. Trial time.
Okay, here we go.
Been a heck of a week. Yeah, I'm feeling it. It got me.
Hello?
Oh, Grace, there you are. Everyone is already waiting for you on Olympus.
I thought this was Olympus.
Not this office building. My word, no.
Look at Hermes. They're sad. That was your favorite, or this upcoming one? Because that was beautiful. 4 different versions of that soundtrack, one for each color and one mixed. That's really cool.
Welcome to Old Olympus, dear.
Oh damn, that one, yeah, was really pretty. I get it. The Minerva owl atop the laurel.
Is this a real place?
It's the memory of a real place, which for us is the same thing.
Yeah.
Let's begin, shall we?
Well, there's a bunch of other people here, and they all have like wildly different styles. Song has an award for being the most single variations. Oh, this song.
Brothers, sisters, everyone, look around you. We few who remain fled to this new land to escape the war, but we are not out of danger. I waited to tell you until I was certain, and now I am. The idols are dying. It will not be long before even our immortality deserts us. The time for extreme measures has arrived.
Extreme measures, such as murder. Would you sacrifice idols to save them, Athena? Seems counterproductive, doesn't it?
It is not unknown for a physician to cut off a limb in order to save the patient.
Oh, that's what you are? The heroic doctor? Out to heal the poor, sick idols?
I am trying to save us! I will do anything and everything in my power and beyond to save us
I mean, I
from
get it,
extinction.
You'll do anything?
but such an interesting goal.
It must be difficult. Feeling as if everything is on your shoulders.
Yeah, older
and
sister
yours
complex.
alone. One moment of weakness and it all falls apart. You've been doing this for so long, you don't even know how to stop, do you?
Oh, dear child. Why on earth would I stop?
Because what you've done is wrong. If it wasn't, then why not come clean? Go on. Tell them about Apollo's prophecy. The
There you
idols cannot continue so long as the last muse lives. Isn't that how it goes?
It's true.
This is your chance to end it, Athena. Your last chance. I know you want to save the idols, but there has to be some part of you that understands you've gone too far.
Nothing is too far!
I'm trying to
No.
help you.
Not even murdering Calliope? She didn't deserve your protection? I don't? Tell them.
Yes, it's me. It's me. Of course, it's me.
Also, her
The
who's really on
one
trouble.
Who gets it done. Don't you see? It had to be. You all turn away when I got the fish. Then you cry hooray once it's on the dish. That's how we do this. Yes, we. Yes, you and me. I have always cared for you. I'll always do all these things for you. All these things that you are not prepared to do.
You say you care, Athena, look around. The way you care grinds these idols down. From up above, you played your puppet show. You called it love. Athena, did you know you're turning them to ghosts?
Sorry, little bird, time to bring your neck.
Little girls.
Seems like a theme here. I grabbed the brass ring, but then what to do?
Yep, Persephone turning against her.
Throne, but still in the darkness. Kill her today, and Athena, that's you too.
Of course you would make it all about you.
Still, it might be worth listening to another view.
None of you see.
Oh, she's entering warrior mode.
Down to me. It's fine. I'll take all the blame. I'll take all the pain. Think you see it all? You just see a scrap. You wanna make the call. You need to hold the map. You cloistered children.
Even calling them children.
For you and all who stand with you. Yes, you too. For like you, time to follow through.
So she's summon the Furies.
Hey, y'all, now listen, I'll be crystal clear. I'm saying this to everybody here. No substitutions, no, you're all too dear. We're keeping everybody leaves this place alive.
And it's a reprise of Aphrodite's song? Yep, the Lost Little Girls. And now that's everybody from Aphrodite. Oh, that's so good. You get 2? I only get 2? Oh no. I want to hear all 3 of these. That's true. You know what? Hermes' only singing line.
Terribly sorry, but I'm afraid I'll need to stand here too. I really need to. Please do accept my apology.
I like them. You can go back to my save and pick up this later? Okay, I will.
Of course, it's me. Because of me, this prophecy would come to be. My Olympus is gone, and you're all looking on at a stranger wearing my face.
Oh yeah, it was the set from... I think there were multiple.
My Olympus is gone. Now I'm some other one. Just how long has she been in place?
Again, I've been leaning... This is my compassion run.
Instead of hoping you could get to somewhere right. But it's been too many years since the mainland was in sight. There was a voice in me that shouted, Athena, you be strong. Be strong. No cost
Yeah.
is great enough.
She looks exhausted. She's
It
just been...
was wrong. I was wrong. I was wrong, and now I don't know what the right thing is.
Punch her, she deserves it.
Leave it up to you what to do with this. I forgive you, Athena.
You decked her the first time and regret nothing?
Look into me. I know
Yeah, hey, it said she deserves it. Oh, and it mirrors the Medusa scene.
I've met monsters who weren't monsters. I'm a
Yeah.
monster to be.
She recognizes that oh, it's so great. Because
Sorry, Grace.
yeah.
I'm sorry, all of you. I wish Calliope would know it. She does. She hears you.
Oh, God, that's so good. Oh. The high road. Forgive but don't forget. I do want to eat one of those cookies. I've been sitting there for 10 days now.
Are you finished? You've been talking forever.
We're done, yes.
And?
Yeah.
So you're in charge now, I'm guessing.
For the moment, but it appears we're about to have a repeat of what happened in Hades.
What does that mean?
It means we are disbanding.
I was missing someone from the
course.
trial, probably because of
Not
choices.
only that, we have decided to reveal ourselves to the mortal world.
What?
You're planning to tell everyone what we really are? Isn't that risky?
It won't be right away, so those who are too...
So let's see. So who could I have... I was obviously missing Freddy. Calliope was there in spirit. Hermes was there. Athena was there. Aphrodite was there. Persephone was there. Apollo was there. Pan was there. Eros was there. Hecate was there. Asterion was there. Oh, Medusa. So Medusa, Orpheus was missing. And Freddy.
fearful can go into hiding, but it's time. No more laws, no more secrets.
What about Athena? She can't be okay with this.
She won't fight it. She said, and I quote, "Whatever your decision, I will abide by it."
That's
a
why the
switch.
idols will end.
The fight's just not in her anymore. She was so certain she was doing the right thing.
It must be tearing her apart now that she's failed.
Medusa has a particular path, though.
Well, we'll see how long this new Athena lasts.
You all agreed to this? No argument?
Oh, we don't do anything without argument, dearest.
Wasn't it you, Grace, who said we should stop living in the past?
Well, sure, but I didn't think you were listening.
What can I say? I'm trying something different. Plus, this is what Calliope was fighting for.
Calliope would definitely approve.
I can't believe you're giving up another throne, Persephone.
Venus
It won't
also
be a
could have been.
hardship.
Oh, yeah.
Athena wore the fabric rather thin.
You know what I mean.
I can't believe I'm saying this, but I would have been proud to serve in your course, sister.
Thank you, brother. Truly. I'd like a moment alone with Grace. Well, you did it, Grace. The trial has come and gone, and you're still standing.
I'm still standing. Spite Athena one last time, do bad things in this office.
I'm still standing, sure, but not everyone made it.
No, but your friend cared for you deeply. I wager she'd be thrilled by your success.
Oh, probably. You defeated the goddess of wisdom with a song! Top 40 material, Grace!
Top 40? Oof, that's quite the imagination.
What can I say? Freddy was an optimist.
We left things at an awkward point.
All
didn't
right.
we?
I'll
Between
bang
us,
Persephone.
I mean.
Let's go, Grace. Let's do it. All right, let's do it, Grace.
You said you didn't know if you could do this.
Let's get up
As
in there.
did you.
When everything was on the line, you were there. I can do this just fine.
Good. That's good. I mean, I'd like that. Ready to go out and face the music, Grace?
Always.
Two months later, the Muses Encore. But we gotta talk to Kaz and... Oh, just... Nope.
Of course you're both here. In my apartment. Why wouldn't you be?
Epilogue
We
time.
were waiting for you.
I'm told the concert went well. How do you feel?
I'm exhausted.
Somehow the Oracle has managed to get a recording of every show you've done. I believe she's a bit starstruck.
You can tell her it's okay to come in person. She's on the list.
That would require her to get out from behind her screens.
So is this
Everyone
after?
here has also been busy. Would you like to hear the latest?
Oh, look at that. That's so cool. I noticed that there was more pictures on the fridge.
Is there any word yet on Aphrodite and Eros? They left the city a while ago.
Eros sent word, yes. Aphrodite has started a spiritual retreat in the mountains?
Let's call it a cult.
Yeah.
Whatever it is, he says it's been helping her. Being the goddess of love to the world once more has at last brought her peace.
She started a love
Yeah,
cult
for
in the
sure they'd go
mountains?
into hiding. Aphrodite fears mortals more than any other idol, doesn't she?
Hence why she surrounded herself with only those who shower her with adoration.
As I recall, sister, you also headed several cults across the centuries.
The Eleusinian mysteries weren't about shoring up my ego, Apollo.
What about Venus? Did she go with them?
The mortal? I don't believe so. Last I heard, she opened a gallery. Aphrodite's become her patron.
Eleusinian Mysteries, I know that. Hold on. Was the cult of Demeter and Persephone in ancient Greece. Yeah. An agrarian cult in the Bronze Age. Cool.
Venus has painted most of the idols. I sat for her last week, in fact. It's made her rather successful.
What about Hecate
Power
and Asterion?
couple.
Are they still at the reliquary?
Hecate leave the reliquary? I'd sooner believe the sun would go out.
It doesn't hurt that they seem enraptured with each other's company.
Asterion is all Hecate is willing to discuss. Do I need to know every detail of his sexual prowess?
He's like a beast in the
I do
sheets.
Didn't Hecate say it is written that she and the Minotaur would eventually break up?
Well, eventually, for Hecate could be centuries from now.
In the meantime, she gushes about her new boyfriend like a schoolgirl.
You
She
should
grabbed
hear
the bull by the
Asterion.
horns.
His gushing puts hers to shame. I'm happy for them both.
Oh, me too. Do I see a picture of Medusa up there? Oh, yeah, over there. There is a
Medusa?
picture of Medusa.
I take it she's no longer at the
He's a-
reliquary.
She was. For a few months.
There was an incident involving Hecate's new cat.
She ate Hecate's new cat.
Oh no.
Medusa was beside herself with apologies, but needless to say, she
Aw.
moved on rather quickly. We're not certain where.
Meaning what? Medusa is roaming the streets? Doing whatever she likes?
Not quite.
Medusa believed she might not be able to control her appetite, so she asked us to put her in contact with the mortal government. They took her somewhere. It was her decision. The government is grateful. They even suggested we might see Hephaestus again.
Aphrodite's husband? He's alive?
Yay!
So it appears. Who knows what he's been doing for the mortals since the war, but it would raise all our spirits to see him again.
Has anyone heard about Athena? It's been a while.
I have. She left the city, as she felt uncomfortable with all the attention on the idols.
Terrified, you mean?
It was more that mortals expected the goddess of wisdom to have sage advice, and she no longer trusts her judgment.
No surprise there.
You don't still worry about her, brother, after all she's done?
I think of her off in the far north, living alone in the wilderness, punishing herself until the end of her days. I know it's her own choosing, but
Yeah.
it seems like such a waste.
I'd like to know what you've been up to, Persephone.
I've been thinking about selling the club, actually.
The underworld, really?
I don't need a substitute for the real thing. That's all it ever was, and I'm fine with having neither.
Plus, she's been busy helping all the idols remaining at Olympus. Quite unexpected.
Good.
Why is it unexpected? I was the last leader
Just like
of the
Zeus,
chorus.
yeah.
This is my responsibility. Also, I wanted to free up some of my time. For you, Grace.
For me?
You've been on tour so much with your concerts, I thought perhaps you could use some company.
If I didn't know better, I'd say somebody misses me.
Don't be ridiculous. I'd simply like to try something new. Fine. I do miss you. A little.
Is Hermes still around? I'm surprised they're not here with the rest of you.
Well, we've barely seen them of late.
Hermes has been busy. They've become a social media darling.
Ha!
Or so
That's
the
great.
Oracle tells me.
The truly amusing part is that they're not even trying to be famous. They simply can't help it.
Hermes likes to people please, it's true.
Hopefully it won't backfire on them. Fame is a
Hermes
double-edged sword.
I mean, Hermes
lives
is...
a charmed life. Never fear.
Well, it's odd seeing their face on so many billboards, but I agree. Let Hermes have their fun.
Yeah. Hermes is like the god of so many different things that it makes sense. Travelers, hospitality, herds, flocks, roads, trade, thievery, cunning, heralds, diplomacy, language, writing, athletic contests, gymnasiums. I didn't know that last one. Border crossings. Guide to the Underworld. That's, I mean, like, yeah, jack of all trades. Also, astronomy and astrology.
What about Pan? I haven't seen him since the trial.
No one's seen him.
Shouldn't we be worried? It is Pan, and what he does will reflect on us all.
Pan is harmless.
Mostly harmless.
As far as I can tell, he did regret his involvement in Calliope's death. He'll lay low. At least for a time.
He'll be back with some new scheme to make us all groan.
You're not wrong.
I mean, if there's a super charming, charismatic goat man wandering around, well, first off, you know people are going to be into it. Pan always goes mysteriously gone unless romanced. So I'm looking at these pictures. It's me and Apollo. Me and Medusa. Is Medusa holding a dagger right behind me? Me and Venus, the bird, Freddy, Pan, Persephone, Asteria. I'm holding a bag of popcorn.
What about you, Apollo? Still planning on leaving the city?
Soon, I think. All the attention on the idols is proving rather taxing.
Ooh, running away again, brother.
I suppose you could say that. Really, I just came by to see Grace and apologize one last time.
I told you don't need to keep doing that.
Yes, well, I'm glad things worked out as they did. You'll all be fine without me.
You know, one day you will learn, brother. Not today, but someday.
That they like having you around?
I still can't believe it's all over.
Oh, it's scarcely over, Grace.
Yeah.
Now that you've toppled the castle, it's barely just begun.
Oh, I didn't do that.
On the contrary, you absolutely did.
Perhaps we should leave you alone, Grace. You must be tired from your trip.
Persephone always gets rid of the club.
Perhaps a round of drinks at the Underworld, in Calliope's honor.
I'd like that, actually.
Okay.
Apollo, perhaps we could meet you there?
Yeah, of course. I'll go on ahead.
I have something I'd like to say.
One final song.
Moving forward often comes with heartbreak, leaving the fears you nested in. Take your broken pieces and assemble a life that you are proud to live. We stayed your execution, you and I, you and I. I was queen of the underworld, and you, Grace. You've shown me that I'm not all I can be.
That's great.
A light to lead the way from hell. Darling, when you dare to defy me, God's the fire within me swells. You and I, Grace, together victorious. There's nothing to stop us now.
There you go. Against all odds. Survive against all odds. Together victorious. Yep, there you go. Laura Bailey, Troy Baker. Again, like, power cast. Charismatic, mostly. So I mostly did charisma. Okay, it's 15 out of 46. So right here, listen to every song and then listen to every variation of every song. Found love with Apollo, returned Freddy's feelings, fell in love with Pan. No harm in checking all your options. Trust Pan. Okay, so these are individual things. This was our first real choice, right? Side with Freddy, side with Pan, do it on your own. Persephone or Apollo. Save Aphrodite, don't save Aphrodite. Arrow of Eros Undone. Ultimate Sacrifice. You couldn't let her go. I'm guessing that's bring Freddy back. Persephone. Oh, so she can claim the throne. She won't destroy it. Allowed Orpheus to remain on the throne. Okay. I'm absolutely replaying this. This is a lot of fun. And I really want to see how these all play out. Alright. So, my very first guess about Athena was the right one. That's good. Oh yeah, it's a really great game. This is a lot of fun. I'm very curious what the Orpheus DLC is going to be about. How much is the, Orpheus DLC? It's $10? Oh, that's not bad. Yeah, it's $9.99 for me. Well, the front cover is just Orpheus and Hermes. All right, I'm intrigued. It was really good. So, my breakdown of the game. First thoughts. I always do a quick what do I think about the game when I finish it. The gameplay was simplistic. It was a choose-your-own-adventure game. So, not much to say about the mechanics of the game. It's very basic. So I usually talk characters, aesthetic, story, and sound. Characters were great. All really good, really lovable, really relatable characters all around. Grace is an awesome MC. Really like Freddy. I liked Calliope's whole jam. Athena was a good hateable villain. Because she was so smarmy, but she thought that what she was doing was right, which was so... She was such an understandable villain. The one holding it together. I do like Hermes, although I felt like they were very underdeveloped until near the end. Persephone was great. She had some superpower songs. Same with Apollo. Aphrodite's song slapped. The Everybody, oh, so good. I really liked Aphrodite and Eros and their story. Hecate and Asterion, another highlight. Hysterical. Very fun, very funny. Medusa was surprisingly cool. In terms of graphics, I liked the art style. The designs were very beautifully done. Characters were very nicely designed. Everyone looked good. Like we talked about it a little bit. Everybody Wants to See You Fall in Love and The Reprise of Adrift. Yeah, they're both beautiful. I really love the character designs all the way around the board. Particular shoutouts go to Grace's design, Aphrodite's design, and Asterian's design. Those were probably my favorite three. Overall story was simplistic. It wasn't the most complicated murder mystery, since I said it was Athena 10 minutes after meeting Athena. But the story is not just its conclusion, it's the sum of its parts. And I liked the twists and turns. I liked the manipulations and machinations of Pan, the going to the reliquary, the sneaking in, the fates, and the Furies, Medusa being the spy. That was really cool. And they even did the classic, you have to go to the underworld. Yeah, absolutely. They nailed the story. So the story was good. I give the story like a B. It's above average. It's a good story. But obviously the highlight that we got to talk about is the music. And even like this, even the tonal music is great. I have a very wide and eclectic range. If you were to check out my Spotify playlists that I have so many that are just like, yeah, I have one that's a combination of jazz, R&B, some punk rock. Oh, in my phone, I have 48 hours of classical music. The credit song changes with your choices too. That's cool. Like, even the tonal background musics are beautifully done. Yeah. Overall, absolutely great game. Truly a special game. And I'm very excited to try out the Orpheus DLC. And I don't know if I'm gonna keep replaying it on stream, because I do have other games I need to stream, including another Greek-themed game that I've never played before. I'm finally going to play Hades. Which also features incredibly good-looking Greek gods. There's just too many good games out there right now. Alright. But yeah, I'm definitely going to be doing the Orpheus DLC on stream. And I might just play this in my spare time, whenever I have like an hour in between streams. Because again, I'm assuming there are some repeated scenes. I could probably just like skip those. It's the big choices that I want to hear, and it's the variations of the songs that you've been hyping up, Tilla. So I'm gonna be thinking of you when I try out these different songs. Maybe I'm gonna do a complete Red playthrough. Good. That will just be for some repeats. I saw that when I paused during one of the songs, so I know you could. So I'm gonna do a complete Red playthrough and save Freddy. That is the plan. And then I do gotta get the No Bitches song. So I want to try romancing everyone. Like I wanted my second playthrough to be Pan. But now I gotta go back and save Freddy. That's 100% what I gotta do. Alright. Blue is jazz. I really didn't pick a lot of blue. That's cool. I liked the soulfulness of the green, which makes sense. It makes one song very blues. Ooh. Yeah, I do gotta do Bluefin. I don't know, maybe I'll do Blue playthrough with Pan. That sounds like it could be fun. Hey, that's fair. I don't know. Well, I'm excited to try it out nonetheless. Oh. Alright. I gotta do specific combos of certain things. Yeah, this is great. I'm really enjoying it. Well, you know what, Tilla, thank you so much for keeping me company and chatting. This has been a lot of fun. It has been a pleasure. If you're ever free and see me streaming, feel free to stop by, even if just to say hi. I appreciate that. And I will be back. I don't know if I'm going to be back tomorrow night. Because I have D&D tomorrow night. So I don't know if I'm going to be streaming, let alone if I'm going to be streaming this. But in the next few days, I might be streaming the DLC for this. But I also don't want you to be spoiled if you have not played it yet. I do have a lot going on this week. We are streaming more Zenless Zone Zero. We have a new Genshin Impact Nation. And I was going to start Black Myth Wukong and Hades. So if you're interested in that, feel free to stop by. That's it. Until next time, stay awesome. That's good. Alright. You have a good night. Peace.